Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at episode 4 of Occultic 9. So, I feel like every one of these episodes of this show are like really hard for me to watch. It's not it's not that it's bad, it's just I don't know, very boring. You know, Occultic 9 is right now somewhere where like I kind of want to drop it even though I'm 4 episodes into it. I kind of do. I probably won't though because again I'm a huge fan of the series creators, so I really want to kind of support this and make sure that I try to watch every episode and try to enjoy it. Um, it's not my cup of tea. Bottom line, the show is not that great to me at least. I know some of you people are really enjoying it. I know some people agree with me and are full on force with me in terms of like disliking the show. But yeah, let's just talk about the episode, and I'll kind of get it back into a why at the end. So we start back off with the suicides in the lake, which we find out now they're finding even more bodies. So they think it might even exceed 200 something bodies of suicide. And from what it sounds like from various people that did see the people go into the lake, they said they were like under almost a weird kind of walk where they just started walking into the lake and killing themselves. So a lot of people are starting to think maybe it's mess, like hysteria of some sort, maybe like hypnosis of some sort, and that leads the one team of reporters to go out and see if they can start finding evidence of what's going on. Now, meanwhile, Gamo is with the rest of the clan over here. He's with Super C, who I think this show knows that this girl is going to be like the reason for people to watch to a point because Super C is on screen for a good solid 5 minutes while Gamo is talking like crazy about the very shit that's going on with the website and him trying to act normal despite him still being paranoid about the whole murder incident. And Super C is just running around doing cartwheels, flaunting her boobs. Her boobs are like flying everywhere on screen for a good solid 5 minutes. I'm not even lying about that. It's crazy. So I'm gonna go away from that because it really wasn't important enough. Other than at one point he tries to show everyone his radio, which just has been talking. That weird voice that's been telling him to do all these things, and it doesn't talk. So they all think he's kind of like being weird or something like that. Which for Gamo is not really abnormal to be weird already. Now we go back to the fortune teller. I always forget her name. I'm trying to look it up really fast. I think it's I think it's Arya, or no, it's Rie. Rie, yeah, but her real name's like Arya or something like that. But Rie over here is at a point in her life, and this clearly goes back into the past. So it looks like 2 years prior to the incident occurring right now. So near when her brother died, she's going to a train stop and right away thinks of committing suicide to get closer with her brother. When the thing that's been following her for the last several episodes, that weird kind of silhouette we finally see what it really looks like, and it looks like a regular dude. It doesn't look like anything kind of abnormal per se. I mean, besides the fact that he can turn invisible and is clearly some kind of demon or maybe ghost of some sort. But he talks Rhea out of killing herself, and Rhea's like, "Are you a hallucination? What are you?" And he's like, "I'm not a hallucination. I'm not with you. I am my own person." And she claims that he's a devil, and to this he goes, "Yeah, exactly. I am that." So maybe he is realistically maybe some type of demon, devil type creature, and that's why he's like that. Now back at Gamo's house, really fast, we'll go and talk about this really kind of just brief mention. But his radio tells him at one point, "Hey, listen, I can't talk around other people because if I talked around other people, people would think you're first off weird that you're talking to some girl on a radio, but also that would bring too much attention to you in terms of making people start calling the cops and all that." So it kind of makes sense in a way why she had to stay silent during this sequence. We also see one kind of sad, I think, moment, and it was like the only moment that actually made me kind of alert to it was Gamo talked about his father at one point. Apparently, his father died, and his father said that when he died, he would give him the radio, so this way if he could, he would try to be a ghost DJ so he can talk to his son. I thought that was kind of touching, kind of sad in the same way, but that was, I guess, Gamo's reason for having this radio with him 24/7. Now, interestingly enough, we have Mayu over here who runs into the reporter girl, and apparently she knows the reporter girl. And they are talking about the incident at the lake and all that, and then Miyu talks about how she's been close to Gamo recently and how he makes that Kiri website. And the reporter's like, "Oh, I need to go talk to him. I've always wanted to talk to him." She thinks that they are all kind of linked up together, and she might be right about that. The website, the various incidents that are happening recently might be linked together, which it looks like is obvious from the show. Now, probably the last actual moment of the show is when we actually have Sarai run into Gamo on Gamo's way back, I guess, home, and he runs into him and right away kind of starts chasing him down and wants to talk to him. And then he asks the question, why Kiri Kiri Basara, which is the website like I just mentioned before. And that's how the episode ends, with him asking that question. You know, like, I don't hate Occultic 9. I don't hate it. And when I say drop it, I don't mean in the sense like drop it completely. I mean drop it from me doing reviews of it, because I don't want to bash on the show. I don't like doing that, honestly. And I feel that as I'm getting bigger as a, YouTuber in general, I mean, I'm not huge, of course. I only have 600 subs, but more and more people rely on my reviews to, like, in general, for everyone that gets big on YouTube, they rely on people's reviews to kind of go into a show. And I've never wanted to kind of tell people a show is really that bad unless it's god awful. Occultic 9 is not god awful. It's a decent show. It's just, I think the way it's paced and the way it's done is kind of iffy, and that just might be my own cup of tea. That's why I'm not saying that anyone, hey, listen, you might like it if you really like this kind of fast paced, almost like non-stop information dump that happens on characters and stuff like that. And it has some interesting concepts. It really does. That's why I'm kind of sticking around for this, and I want to stick around reviewing it and hoping that it gets better, because Steins Gate had the first couple episodes that were kind of weak, and I ended up loving Steins Gate. I mean, some people say that all of Steins Gate was great. I think the first few episodes were kind of weak, but I love Steins Gate. Steins Gate's one of my top shows ever watched. I've seen it like 1,000 times, it seems like. So, I hope that this show gets better, and I'm really hoping it just in general it does something slightly different as it gets closer to its completion. Anyways, guys and girls, I am done with the reviews today. I'm gonna actually do a March Comes Out Line probably late tonight because I'm tired. I don't feel that great, like I said in my live stream of Izetta. So I will talk to you later. Have a great, blessed day, everyone. Bye bye.